it is the 23rd of March, Thursday. FOMC was yesterday evening. We did just take a look at the 5 minutes. Yesterday, my draw liquidity was this blue line, and we waited for FOMC, and then it absolutely crushed through. Now this red line here is the daily buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Should be a SIBI actually though, it's not a BISI. It is a SIBI. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Here, but there's also, I guess, if you draw from here to here, that's a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So you can count on 2 here. But this one I'm just going to draw this one for now, because this could show us resistance, or if it breaks above and wants to show us support, then we could head up towards this buy side liquidity here. But that is the long term. So I'm just going to quickly take read, draw liquidity I've drawn here. So I want to see if price runs. It looks like it's already running through it, so it's not really much of a video. Yeah, it's already ran to it. Great. The draw liquidity was here. This is a 5 minute fair value gap. Here. If you see price broke above it, pulled lower. Draw from the bottom there. This is a gap. Consequent encouragement, price pushes above, retests it nicely, closes above it, which closes above also the fair value gap and shows support. And then pushes up. There's a fair value gap here. There's no entry for me, in my opinion. Fair value gap there though, and runs. But yeah, the next target would be here. Would be there, and then buy side, buy side, buy side. So yeah, this is a crazy video, really. Kind of stupid. I didn't expect that much of a push. Let me just go on to Forex Factory. Unemployment claims 12:30, so this in 9 minutes. So yeah, let's might as well just wait for that. 9 minutes, let's see if we can take read. So at the minute it's very bullish on this 1 minute time frame. You can tell it's bullish because it's left fair value gaps open. So it's left that one open there, so you know it's going to run a little bit more. And this one here, the body closes above the consequent encouragement. So it closes above as well the actual fair value gap itself, which is institutional order flow entry drill. So yeah, no entry for the minute. This could all be manipulation though, to one head down to the downside. If you look at the dollar, the new daily opening gap tapped into it here, and now is rejecting lower. So I like the look of this here for now. And I want to see if this price respects this or if it breaks lower. And if it breaks lower and retests nicely and shows resistance, then we can head down to this here, which would send EU up as well. So let's just be patient. Let's get the consequent encouragement of it. Don't know why it's like that. Should be there. Two 226. 226. Consequent encouragement. Delete that. On the 1 minute. So it showed support at the minute, but let's just see. Delete this now. If price wants to retrace, could retrace back into a discount, which lines up with this fair value gap here. Make sure I am recording. Nice. So yeah, at the minute, this fair value gap is showing support. So once it's taken out buy side here, and then wants to seek either sell side or inefficiency. So this is inefficiency at the minute. However, does it want to seek a discounted array? This one here, or let's go on 5 minutes. Could be this here. That's discounted BSC. So we'll see for a sec. Just keep looking at the dollar and see what the dollar does. The dollar wants to do. If it shows support, then we could be heading up. If it breaks down, it could kind of show resistance, then we're heading lower. But just be patient. I'm just going to wait for the market to show it is their hand, or show it its hand before doing anything. Those would on the quantitative equation at the minute. See how it reacts. Might just play around now. There's 5 minutes until the unemployment claims. Is that going to move much? Might not. It might not move much at all, and it could also as well. Let's find the consequent equation of this. Price is respecting this really nicely. Shows that it's bullish. Remember, wicks do the damage, the bodies tell the story. We also go on like the 15. Top to bottom. Still could push up and try and find in a premium array, probably this buy side here, potentially. So it still could push up a little bit more. So just keep thinking about that. Let's have a look at this as well. From the bottom here to the top is in a discount at this, from this low to the high. It is in a discount as well. There's still no entry for me at the moment. I prefer at the minute just to draw from the popular low here and down, in my opinion. But you can draw from that low to the high. That's a swing low here. So it's short term swing low. No entry at the minute. Let's check GU. See how it's trading. So it's pulling back as well. Buy side there. Taking this buy side. Left equal highs. Could trade lower. Take a look at the dollar. Bouncing. Bouncing off this level. Take a look at euro. Is this manipulation? Breaks lower. And there could be a fair value gap here. Potentially. Tapped into this. Tapped into that. I'm just going to make this. There we go. Just keep an eye on this. This is a bearish fair value gap. So it's tapped into that, and then it's market structure shift. Does it want to tap into this fair value gap here? Let's do that. Red. Delete this for now. How many minutes? There's 40 seconds. So I wouldn't trade only after the news, but this could be manipulation. Buy side's been taken, so then it potentially wants to seek a discounted array. But I just want to see how price reacts to this. And also, if price respects this, breaks above, shows support, then we could head higher of this box here. But let's just see. News could shoot it a little bit lower, because this could be manipulation, but let's just see. It might not move at all. So it's struggling between the two fair value gaps here. Take a look at the dollar. So the dollar's on top of the fair value gap, showing support for now. EU's tapped into this now, this fair value gap. The consequent encouragement of that. So if we have a look, breaks lower, pushes up higher. This could be a draw liquidity if it's a bearish breaker for now. Bearish breaker because price dropped lower and pushed up higher. But people who've gone long here are now potentially could be getting taken out here. Just delete this now. So this is that bearish fair value gap where price pushed up, took out bar side liquidity, and also filled the fair value gap on the 5 minutes. There, basically to the T. We actually have a look. I think it's this low candle here. So we have a look at, so it's 935, and the high of that candle is 935. So literally to the T. So that's algorithmic. So then it pulled lower, market structure shift, pulled into this fair value gap, and is trading lower now. So does it want to go into a discount array? It's gone to 5. Could be this fair value gap here. It wants to go to, and potentially this bearish breaker. See how price reacts to here. I want to see it, yeah. I want to see it just break through that, really. And also, if we want to see price dip lower down to here, I want to see it just close below this. I want to see it like fast momentum through this. So this is I'm going to delete that for now. I want to see fast momentum through here. Literally just take reading. Entry could have been here. Stops just above or above, depending. again, just keep an eye on that. Once you see this here, could be a partials. This is left open, which is nice, shows that it's bearish. Don't really want this to get touched too much. Keep an eye on the consequent encouragement. That's what I say would be the last line for me. I'm going to delete this for now. And this. Just keep it neat. I want to see it left open or just wicked through. Don't want to see price close above it or above the consequent encouragement. If it does that, then probably take most profit and move stops to break even, because it could reverse now. So it's tapped into it, institutional flow into dual, which is nice. If it runs here, then it'd be bearish. Don't really want to see, once price closes now, next candle. No, don't really want to see price get above here this candle now. I want to see it start running. Take a look at dollar. So dollar has bounced from that area, showing support on the consequent encouragement. Where could it head to next? Well, consolidation here, liquidity. Could take out this liquidity here and tap back into daily opening gap and the consequent encouragement of that. So, which then send EU to take out these lows here. But first we have to get past this fair value up here, and I should draw this one out here because price respected it there and then broke above, retested it, so it's like a valuable area. So let's take a look at this consequent encouragement of the wick. Also pay attention to this as well. I want to see price close below here, below this orange line. So you could have this target here or this target down there. I'm just going to let this for now. So I want to see this act as resistance or just run. So I like it how it's closed below this consequent encouragement. Shows it's bearish as well. Keep an eye, remember, this fair value gap is a discounted array. So partials could potentially be taken here. This area. Take small partials after either these two candles here. I would move stops to below break even now, above break even, sorry, so you're in profit, because that discounted array price could flip now from here. This as well is the bearish breaker. That's so could potentially be a draw liquidity. keep an eye on this consequent encouragement here. If we did sell from the top here, then I'm trying to get a rough RR. If you had stops just above here, and then initial target is down here, takes a profit, and then takes a profit here, so it's not bad RR. I mean, even if you sold from here to there, is still good RR. And if you sold from here with stops above here, from there is nice. Like, you don't have to always go for 11 to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1, 4 to 1. Like, if your strike rate is 70%, then 1 to 2, 2 to 1 is amazing. So yeah, let's just keep an eye on this. I want to see this close below here. If it starts showing support, then I'd probably just take most of the money out. On this break here. Take a look at DXY. So it's running, taking out these highs and drawing into this new daily opening gap. So it's just to have this on like that. So you could potentially still hold euro until it gets into this green box area, and then take most of it off, and then once it's taken buy side, takes most of it off again, and then you could either take it all after it's taken buy side, or you can hold it for the consequent encouragement. So once it's taken, I mean, if it's taken that one there, that's sell side. You don't have to be greedy and hold it lower. That is sell side liquidity. So take some partials here. So now it wants to seek inefficiency. There, it's seeked. Looking like it's respecting this one. Take a look at the DXY. It's now taken buy side. So most of the profit would be taken by now. And I guess if it heads to the consequent encouragement, then it will take out this sell side here. But it doesn't have to. But yeah, this is what tape reading is. I don't have to be right, like what RCT says on his Twitter spaces. I'm just following the module. So the module, or the 2022 buy side liquidity get taken, and if it keeps going above it, it's reaching for an inefficiency. The inefficiency was 5 minutes fair value gap. It hit it to the T, the exact number, which is algorithmic. Once it did that, it pulled lower, market structure shift here. It then pulled into that fair value gap and ran lower. You could also say as well, if you wanted to count that as a high, I guess, pushes above, breaks lower, and then taps into this fair value gap. So if you miss that entry, then this could be another entry here, and then it runs lower, takes out this sell side liquidity here, DXY. It bounced on this 5 minute fair value gap, which I drew out because it was respecting this here, and it pushes up. So I thought that was valuable here. Breaks lower. You can see on the 5 minute, it just closes below it, but it's still quite close to the consequent encouragement. Once it gets to the bottom of it, pushes up, shows support, pushes up, support, and the draw liquidity is this buy side liquidity, which is the same as that daily opening gap inside of that. So yeah, targets would be mostly taken off by now. So yeah, and that sell side has just been taken by that blue candle. So yeah, literally I say 95% profit taken. You don't need to hold it for long here because it could pull up potentially to this, or now could reach bar side because the DXY is taken bar side liquidity. So yeah, that is how I tape read and the 2022 model. So yeah, cool.